The remaining part in the syllabus is compound curve and also basic compound curve. Nothing, only setting out of the curve. No setting out of the compound curve, just what is the compound curve and what are the elements in the compound curve. Those are the only remaining. Okay, so in the syllabus today we will complete this also. So start. What are the compound curves? What is the compound curve? What is the compound curve? It is mix or join two simple curves. Two simple curves. Why it is used? Maybe the geometry or the location not suitable for setting out a simple curve. So if a geometry or location is not suitable for setting out of a single curve or simple curve, then we have to use two simple curves to locate to joining the two straight lines. Okay, so how it is, see, so I will draw two straight lines. These are the two straight lines. Okay, joining some angle. See, setting out of a simple curve is not possible because if you setting out the curve, maybe the geometry in between those two planes are not suitable, or some of the maybe obstructions are there. Obstructions are there, something not suitable. Then we have to use two simple curves to join or placing in between those two straight lines or connecting those two straight lines. Okay, so how will see it is, how we will so make two arcs, two different arcs, r1 r2, make two different arcs radius of the curves. Okay, see it is, first maintain one arc curve, first one arc, so maintain, so exactly one arc. Okay, one arc. So and draw a curve of with respect to the r1, just r1. Okay, so this is a t1, so point of so point of curvature pc. So start, draw a curve, okay, draw a curve, something r, the radius is r. Okay, the radius is r, you know that is r. That is r. Okay, I will write like this something. Okay, I will write this r. Okay, so that's it. This is r1, this is also r1. Okay, maybe this theta, theta 1. Okay, see it is, just observe it, r1. And also see, draw a tangent at this location, draw a tangent. draw a tangent. Tangent, so that's it. Draw a tangent. So tangent. So draw a tangent at this location. See, so observe it. Just observe it. This is a simple curve. Are understood? This is already we yesterday we discussed. Not yesterday. So already we discussed. It's a simple curve. This is one line. This is a R. This is a R. R, and we draw a tangent. See, it's a curve. It's a curve, and it's also a tangent. So observe it. Just observe it. So this is a simple curve. Okay, this point I call it as a M. See, it is. So if you understand, just this length, this small length, this length is both are equal. Both are equal. You know it, na? So yesterday, not yesterday. It's a simple curve. What we simple curve, we just draw it and a tangent and a tangent. This angle. So this length is tangent length. Both are the tangent length, na? This is one tangent length. This is one tangent length. So this angle is also what? Theta 1. Are understood? So yes, are understood? Just this is simple. Just observe this location only. This is a full one one simple curve. Are understood? One simple curve. This is a deflection angle. Just call it this deflection angle phi. This is a tangent. This is a tangent. This is tangent, na? This is a tangent. This is a tangent. These two are equal. We already prove it. We already prove it by taking uh, by taking something by taking this triangle. Understood? By taking this exactly understood this. By taking this is a triangle MTO. We taken as a perpendicular triangle and we calculated this length also. This is a simple curve. Just okay. So no need to draw a middle line. Okay. So maybe to extend that line, does not support this geometry or the location or some obstructions are there, then we change the R. Then we change the R. Then we change the R and we connect this location to this location. This another triangle by changing the R. Radius is changed. So something this is R1. Next I took the R2 for general example. R1 is not equal to R2. But I took R2 is greater than R1. So R is increasing means it's a flat curve. So I joined like that's it. Very simple. Otherwise I will maintain like small curve. So just a small light flat curve. Understood? This is R is increasing. See, this is a flat curve. I try some flat curve because R is increasing. R is increasing. I took R1 is not equal to R2. Some R1 is smaller than R2. I just took it. So I draw some flat curve. So okay. So what is that R? That R is compared with previous one is too large. It's large. So maybe that R is maybe this. I think. Okay. So this is R2. This is also R2. So based on that R2 only we have to draw a line. Okay. No need to write first draw line of curve line later R. No, first fix the R. So based on that R you have to draw that curve. Okay. So see it. So this is also R2 and we have to draw a tangent at this location also. That is a common. So that is also a tangent. Okay, that is also a tangent. Otherwise I will draw once again. Okay, that is also a tangent. Are understood? That is also a tangent. Okay, that is also a tangent. This is a, but by looking it's not good, I think, because if you draw a tangent, these two are equal, but by looking these are not equal na? By looking, so I will improve the drawing. I will improve the drawing, because if you draw this is a tangent, okay, sorry, this is a tangent and this is also one tangent, so this is also a tangent, so this is a tangent, so these are two equal like this. So by looking it's not good, so I will change that. I will change the I will change the diagram. Okay, I will change the diagram. Mhm. I will change the diagram. So somewhere it's good one. Maybe I will look into the matter. Okay, okay. Maybe we can adjust it. We can adjust it. Okay, we have to adjust it. I can't take exactly angles and something, so I will adjust something. Okay, see it something look like. Okay, see, see, this is R2. Based on the R2, we draw a triangle. We draw a triangle. See, we draw a curve from this position to this position. So observe it. So this is also a deflection angle. So this deflection angle is some phi 2. So this phi 2 is this is na same. Observe it. This is also one simple curve. So right part is also a simple curve. So this is a point is some point I called as n. In those v I call it na. So v. See it. This is also one simple curve. This is a simple curve. So this length and this length are equal because those are the tangents. Those are the tangent. Those are the straight lines meeting at this point of n. This phi 2 is a deflection angle. So this is the deflection angle is equal to set the center, the angle making the curve. Are understood? So both are sum. This is a simple curve. This is a simple curve. But both has common point is this is the common point. Are understood? At that common point we have to draw. We can draw a tangent for this right part and for this left part. That is a common tangent, huh? So that's why we call it as some, I call it as some, this this position is I call D. We call it as a point of compound curve. Point of compound curve. So, okay, point of compound curve. Okay, that is a common point. Are understood? So see, it is, what is the deflection angle here for total? What is the deflection angle? What is the deflection angle? This is same phi 1 plus phi 2. That's why the angle, see, that's why the angle making at the center is phi 1 plus phi 2. So phi 1 plus phi 2 na? That's the angle making is phi 1 plus phi 2. Are understood? Phi 1 plus phi 2. Okay? So that's it. See, these are the two simple curves. These are the two simple curves. Are understood? Simple curves meeting at the point T. Maybe if you see it, you can't join these 2 points. You can join these 2 points, but these are not straight because this R is different from this R. Are understood? That's why I choose something point is upper. Otherwise, if this R, this right part and left part R as both are equal, so exactly the point comes to like this point. Okay, so I choose R2 is greater than R1. So R left right part is something I took as a, so flat curve. I took as a flat curve. So okay, are understood? I took as a flat curve. Okay, that's it. See this. So what are the okay, what are the compounds, what are the points are there? So same thing, this is a point of curvature, this is a point of tangency, last point. So this is a point of compound curve. So point of compound curve, this is a apex, this is apex, already know it's this is apex. So this m and n, see, these are all m and n. What is that? That is m and n is what? M and n is common tangent. Are understood? This is a common tangent. M and n common tangents. R1 and R2 radius of the curves for left and right parts. Okay, left and right parts. And theta 1 and theta 2 are deflection angles for left and right curves. Okay, so these are things, these are the things in compound curves. So what we have to find out? So now first seeds, what we have to find out? What? So we know this straight line T1V is a straight line. So this T2V is a straight line joining. We have to incorporate it or so inserted a compound curve in between those T1 and T2. So first we have to, what we have to identify? First we have to identify the point of T1. If you identify the point of T1, so later we have to identify the point of D. Later we have to identify the point of T2. Then only you just draw a curve between T1 and D. Later D2 T2, D2 T2. Then so R1 is R2 are fixed by the geometry, or vehicle characteristics. Vehicle characteristics. Okay, you know it. R1 is R2. Okay. First you have to identify the point of T1. Later you have to identify the point D. So later identify the point T. So you have to identify the point T1 means what? From V how much distance is there? I understood. From V how much distance is there T1 point. So you have to calculate the length of T1M and MV. So next you have to identify that point T2. This will be identified by total length of the curve. Total length of the curve. If you know the total length of the curve, you know the T1 point, this curve and this curve. If you know the total length of this curve, you can easily calculate it. So, okay, that's it. So first, our idea is to find out the distance of T1M plus MV. That's it. What we are going to be or deal with B are understood. So that is no need to take a mug up or something for no. So how we will start and how we will end. What are our objective? What is my objective? If you know the if you clear the objective, then those processes are just going through. There is no problem. First you have to identify the objective of this, not only this curve, objective of what we are going to be teach, what we are going to be learn, what is the final outcome. If you have an idea about the final outcome, the process is just one by one going up. Okay, so that's it. That's it. See it is. So first I will calculate the length of T1M. So that is T1M. I will call it as a small length of the smaller tangent. Smaller means this is a small smaller. This is a small r This is a small r compared with this larger r. So I will call it as a small curve. This is a small curve I call it because the radius is small. That's why there is no such a. It is right side is small, left side is small. No, length is radius is small. That's I call it as a small curve. So length of length of smaller curve. Length of smaller tangent. So you already know T1M is equal to the MD. We already calculated in a simple curve. Just take it the only left part. T1m is equal to md. We already know it. Okay, so that's it. T1m is equal to md. What is that value? What is that value? T1m is, what is the value? We already taken as the first unit, first curve. What is first class? So length of the tangent. So what is the length of the tangent t? So we already derived a formula where it is. So tangent length, how it is? There is r tan phi by 2. Just very simple, na? And also we said that v1 is equal to vt2. vt1 is equal to vt2. So that's it now. This is the same. This is the same. We just where it is. We just T1m is equal to md. This is a one simple curve. This is another simple curve. Just see it as a simple curve. What is that? T1d. This point I call it as a O1. This point I call it as a O2. T1d O1 is a simple curve. Fix it. M is apex point. Fill it is. So mt1 and md are equal. So what is that called? mt1 and md. What is the value? That value is r1 tan phi 1 divided by 2. So this is a phi 1. Na? We already know it. So okay, that's it. Na? Same thing. For the same thing, see it is this point of n. Nd is equal to the nt2. Understood? T2n is called length of larger tangent. So T2n is equal to the T2n is equal to nd. Understood? Nd, that is called also same thing, r2 tan phi 2 divided by 2. This is a phi 2, na? So deflection is phi 2. That's it, na? So that's it. You know md you know, and nd you know. So what is the value of mn, common tangent length? This is a common tangent, na? Total curve. For the total compound curve, what is the tangent? Common tangent is mn is the common tangent. So write it. So mn is a common tangent. Common tangent length is mn is equal to the md plus dn. That's it. So that's it. R1 tan phi 1 by 2, R2 tan phi 2 by 2. That is mn, common tangent length. Okay, common tangent length. R1, R2. So that's it. Na? So that's it. So we have to find out that not T1m. We have to find out mv. mv, we have to identify the mv. Are understood? So what is mv? What is mv? What is mv? Tell me, what is mv? So how can you calculate the mv? So you know that this is the theta 2 angle, this is a theta 1 angle. What is this value? This value is 180 minus theta 1 minus theta 2. That's it, na? That is a 180 minus. So if you know these three angles, based on the three angles, and also we know one common tangent length mn. We know the common tangent length mn. You know one tangent length, one side. This is a triangle. See, it is VMN is a triangle. In the triangle, we know one side length. Remaining angles, we can easily calculate the remaining lengths also. How can? So triangle property. So what is the triangle property? What is the triangle property? Sin theta divided by A, sin theta 2 divided by B, sin 3 by C. You know it, na? We already so many times we use it. So based on the triangle property. So that's it. So try it. It's a triangle. What is the triangle? VMN is a triangle. VMN is a triangle. So we already know the angles, and also we know the side. We know the angles of theta 1, theta 2, and remaining is 180 minus theta 1, theta 2, and also common side length is theta 0. These are the known quantities. So remaining quantities you can set na, you can say it. So mn divided by sine 180 minus theta 1 plus theta 2. Okay, so next mv divided by sine theta 2, mv divided by sine theta 2, mv. So and also vn is equal to g divided by sine p1. So we already know the mn value. Sine 180 minus what? Sine minus 180 minus sine only. You know it. No need to write once again 180. Sine 180 minus will give sine only. So what is the value of mv? Mv is what? Mn sine theta 2 divided by sine theta 1 plus theta 2. That's it, na? So that's it. And what is Vn? Vn is same Mn sine theta 1 divided by sine theta 1 plus theta 2. What is Mn? Mn is, so what is Mn? Md plus Dn, we already know it. If you want to mention some small lengths, so some notation, some textbook, it will called as a TS, tangent of small length. So this is a called Tn. So these are called equal. This is a Tn, this is a Ts, smaller. S means smaller. So total is, this is the total tangent of this total is tangent. So tangent length 1, something called 1. This is just called notation as a Ts or this Tn. So this is a small ts, this is a small tl, large. This is ts, this is tl, just notation. So you can call it as mn is ts plus tl. You can write this, no problem. That's it, na? That's it. So we got it. So now total length of the smaller tangent, smaller side, you can call it a smaller side tangent. Total length means what? This t1m mv. That's it, na? So total length is t1m mv. We already called t1m is something ts, mv we have calculated. Just add it. No need to add, because we already know it. This is r1 tan phi 1 by 2. So what is mv? Mv is ts plus tl sin phi by 2 divided by sin phi 1 plus phi 2. That's it. This is the total length. Already same total length of the longer side tangent. What is called t2n nv. Okay, same thing. r2 tan phi by 2 2 plus ts plus tl sin phi 1 divided by sin phi 1 plus phi 2. That's it. If you know this length, this t1 length, and this is a t2, I call it as this t2. You can identify the points of t1 and t2. If you know the length, you just identify the point of t1 and t2. Okay, that's it. If you identify the point of curvature and point of tangency, those are the end points. And later we have to identify the point of d also, na? Point d also we have to identify it. So find d where it is. Just it's the length of the curve. It's the length of the curve, point 1. So what is the length of the curve? This is theta. What is the length of the curve? L. So what is that length of the curve? What is the length of the curve, Appa? So what is length? Length of the smaller curve, maybe smaller tangent curve. Small radius curve. You can call it. So what is that? You can easily call it. For 2 pi is a 360. For phi 1, what is that length? For phi 1, what is that length? What is that length? Phi 1 2 pi r divided by 360, that is L1. And then, so that's it. So you can call it as a something phi 1 pi r divided by 180 for that length. First curve length. That's it na. So second curve, same second curve, small length. So phi 2 pi r 2 divided by 180. That is the second curve. So based on that, you can identify the point of D also. You can identify the point D, length of the curve. So this is R1, this is also R1. Okay, so length of that curve. So you can identify. So that's it now. So that's it. There is no other terms at all. These are the terms in the compound curve. These are the terms in the compound curve. So okay, that's it. This is a tangent. Total tangent length is small side. Total tangent length is longer side. So if you want to find out the T1, first we have to find out the TS. TS we already know it, but we have to find out the MV. So how can we find out the MV? Based on the VMN is a triangle. What is MN? MN is the common tangent. So okay, what is the point of D? Is the point of compound curve. Okay, so same thing. We have to find out the T1 and V22. So we can locate the T1 and T2 points. We can locate the T1 and T2 points. And also later we have to find out the length of the smaller radius curve, and also longer radius curve. Length is very simple. For 2 pi r is for 360 degrees. So for small phi 1, for phi 1 how much it is. So that's it. But how we have to set out the compound curve? Not in a syllabus. No need to discuss it. So okay. So you can search, or if you have an interest, do it. And also once again said, curves is very important in the transportation engineering. What is the importance? I already said in first class. So not only horizontal curves are used for the only highways and railway tracks. Later vertical curves are summit curves, are used to elevation, to different elevation points to join. We have to place a summit curves or vertical curves. There is no centripetal force in the vertical curves. This is not going to be sideway. This is not force, velocity, radial velocity. No. And also one thing, it's a transition curves also there. What is I said? Transition curve meaning. So directly you can't shift into a straight line to a curve. So at that junction from the straight line to curve, we have some small portion. Take some small portion from zero acceleration to R from straight line to direct curve. No, it's not possible. So if it is a possible, then jerk will appear. Jerk. So that's why transition between straight line to curve. Transition between straight line to curve. Some other curve also is that based on the cubic parabolic, something spiral curves are used. So those are all important. But our syllabus only horizontal curves are there. Those two are discussed in a transportation engineering, highway engineering. Okay, those two was discussed. Someone discussed, someone directly throws onto you. Okay, that's it. So now I will solve one problem. Today is the last class for curves. Okay, today I will solve one problem. That's it, enough for the total curves chapter. The following data refer to the right hand compound curve. Oh, right hand. The following data refer to a compound curve. Okay, so total deflection angle is 80. So radius of the first curve is 200. Radius of the second 250. Chain edge of the point of intersection. Chain edge of the point of intersection is 50. Sorry. So 15 0.4 into 80. Deflection angle of the first arc. First arc is 50. 50. Okay. Determine the chain edges of the point of curvature, point of compound curve, point of tangency. Determine the chain edge of the point of curvature, point of compound curve, point of tangency. Okay. If anything remaining, if any remaining quantities are also calculated. So okay, that's it. He asked, that's it. So I won't draw again same diagram. So that's why I copied the diagram. Copy. Just copy now. Copy. So okay, copy. Sorry. I want to shift this. Stop here. Okay, no problem. Okay, no problem. I'm just strike out this. Okay, strike out this. Say it is. What are the given quantities? Is it total deflection angle is what? 80. So this is 80. First deflection angle is 50. So first it is na 50. So this is a called 50. 50. So remaining is what? Remaining is what? Remaining is what? This is 30. Okay. This is 80 means this is a 50 and this is 30 and this is also 50. This is also 30. Okay. So now also he said that radius of the first curve is 200. So this is R1 is 200. Second one is 250. Second one is 250. Okay. And also chain edge of the point of intersection is 15 0.4. Okay. 15 this is point is 15 0.8 0.4 into 80 meters. Okay. 80 meters. So okay, that's it now. So we have to identify this just at two straight lines T1V and T2V. The chain edge point is something point is 15 0.48 meters. That is the chain edge point based on the boundary locations. We have to identify the point is T1 and T2, point of the curvature and point of tangency, and also the D value. So that's it. That is our duty. So tell me, how can you find out? So what is the value of T? So small ts. What is the value of small ts? So what is the small value of TS? So R1 tan phi 1 by 2. So R1 is 200 tan 50 by 2. That's it now. So what is that value? It is 93.26. 93.6. So okay. So now also I calculated Tn also. No need. Okay. Once again I will calculate Tn also. Tn also. What is that value? R2 tan phi 2 by 2. 250 tan 30 by 2. What is the value? That is value is 66.99. So this length is 93.26. This length is 66.99. So let's we have to identify. We have to calculate the length of MV and also VN. So what is the length of MN? What is the length of MN? MN is equal to this TS plus TN. TL. Understood? Because this length is equal to this length. Understood? So I am finding MN is a common tangent length. Common tangent length. What is that common tangent length? 93.26, 66.99. What is that value? What is that value? 93.26. So that is a value of 160.25 meters. That is a common tangent value. So okay. Next, I have to find out the MN, MV value and VN value. Okay. So how can we write it? So what is the value of MV? What is the value of MV? What is the value of MV? So MV is MN sin theta 2 divided by sin theta 1 plus theta 2. Just it. So MV means we know known quantity of MN multiply with opposite angle theta 2. Okay. Divided by this opposite theta 1 plus theta 2. You already know. What is the value? 160.25 sin 30 divided by sin 50 plus 30. What is that value? What is that value? We have to calculate it. Sin 30 answer divided by sin 80. Answer multiply with 160.25. That's it. That is 81.36 meters. Okay. Same thing. What is the value of NV? MN sin theta 1 divided by sin theta 1 plus theta 2. So what is that? Same thing. 160.2 sin 50 divided by sin 50 plus 30. So 50 answer divided by sin 30 answer multiply with sin 50. So 124. 124.65 meters. That's it now. That's it. Now you can find out. So length of total length of smaller side tangent. What is that smaller? So this total 10 T1 is what? T1M MV. Understood? T1M MV. So T1M is what? So TS. This is T1M. This is T2N. So what is that value? 93.26 plus 81.36. What is that value? 93.26 plus 81.36. 174. Understood? 174.62 meters. Okay? 175.62 points. So that's it. That's it. If you want to find out what is the length of longer side also, what is that value? So 160 and then 66.69 66.99 plus 124.65. 124.65 plus 66.99. It is 191.64. Okay, that's it. That's it. You know it. You know it now. So, and also find out the length of arc for smaller circle or smaller curve. So what is the length for L1? What is that? So this length T1D. What is that length? What is the length? We already said na. So for 2 pi r is 360. For phi 1 means what? This is a 50. 50, yeah? That's a 50. 50. How much it is? It is how much? Phi 1. So pi r divided by 180. That is L1. So what is the value? See it. Phi 1 is 50 degrees. Phi 1 180. What is the value? R is R1. R1 is 200. R1 is 200. This is 174.53 meters. 170. So what is L2? For longer curve. So what is the value? Pi R 30. So 180. So this is R2. What is R2? 250. Nah? So what is that value? It's 130.90. These are the curves. Everything we know it. This is a curve. So total length of the curve is what? Length of the compound curve what? Total length of the compound curve is 174.3, 130.0. What is that one? So 305. 5.43 meters. That is the length of the curve. Understood? So that's it. First we have to find out the chain edge points. So chain edge points. So chain edge of T1 is what? Chain edge of T1 is what? This is 15 0.4. 0.4.8. What is the length of T1? What is the length of this T1? Total length of the smaller side diamond is 174.62. That's it. This is a 174.62. What is the point of tangency here? So that is what is the chain edge point? 15 0.4 into 0.8 minus 174.62. What is the chain edge point? This is 1318 meters. That is the chain edge. That is the chain edge point of T1. Chain edge point of T2. What is the chain edge point? Chain edge point of what is the chain edge point of D? What is the chain edge point of D? So I already said that in the same previous setting out of the simple curve, we have to find out the first T1 point, later identify the common point. So next we have to go through this by this direction, not for this direction. Okay, so we have to setting out of the curve. So first we have to find out the point of this one, and later we go through this direction. So okay, so what is the length of that first arc? First arc, what is the length? What is the length of the first arc? Where it is? It's a 174.53. So okay, this length is 174.53. So what is the point of D? What is the point of 3? Answer plus 174.53. 15 0.4. Okay, this point is 15 0.471 meters. Okay, this direction. Okay, so and also what is the point of T2? What is the point of T2? So what is the length of the second arc? What is the length of the second arc? So 130.9. Okay, 130.9. So I will set this This is 130.9 meters. This length. It's okay. So plus 130.9. So this point is 1635.61 meters. That is the chain edge points. Chain points. If you put a chain in the curve direction, you put a chain from this place to this direction. So okay, chain in the curve direction. This is the chain edge point. Okay, that's it. Now everything we know it. Everything we know it. Okay, that's it. That's it. The compound curve. So nothing more than this. So in the syllabus you see it in this at that only mention the compound curve and the elements of the compound curve only. So setting out of the compound curve he didn't mention in any syllabus. If you have a interest, just check it. But I won't recommend it. I won't recommend to search for the setting out of the compound curve. I recommend you to learn about the vertical curves and transition curves, because most of the transportation classes they didn't show any interest to explain what is a vertical curve, what is a transition curve. They just explain what is mean. How to setting out of those curve. They didn't mention. They didn't explain. I already experienced. Okay, that's why I'm setting. So already known the idea of setting out means, and also what is the vertical curve, what is the transition curves. Just check it and to understand how to setting out those curves. Those are useful in the transportation engineering. Okay, that I will recommend you. That's it. Curves also completed. So next class is areas and volumes. So okay, that's it today class. If you have any doubts,